कितनी देर तक प्रोग्राम चलना चाहिए आपके हिसाब से? 15 मिनट, 20 मिनट? It's really a great moment for all of us that every year we celebrate cinema and get into the fresh mood to get influence with the cinema of past years, current years, and the future years. Celebration Cinema is a very significant moment and week for us, where so many experts and celebrities come and share their views and their thoughts with us. We hold many workshops, master classes, screenings, and we are very privileged today that on the opening day we have a great and my favorite director, Mr. Anand Rai here. Give a big hand, please. And I must say, there are actors who are, and they are human beings. But they are actors who are great actors, but they are greater human beings. And that one actor I know is Boman Irani. So, sir, we are very thankful to you on the behalf of each student here, faculty, staff, team member. Thank you very much for honoring us for this. And we would like to invite you here to just a discussion. This time we select a theme. What is the importance and significance of humor in cinema? So, Mr. Anand Rai has made movies you have seen, I have seen. He has made brilliant movie, picking up the characters from the society and creating a lot of humor with certain issues, internal issues of the people. Very meaningful films he has made. And so Mr. Boman Irani, who can carry any kind of 9 emotions, I think. He is from the stage, he's an actor at home, he's an actor in front of his grandchild now. And you must send us video when you really react to your grandchild. And give a big hand for it and congratulations for our grandchild. Yes. So please, sir, please come on the stage and let's have an interactive session today on the humor in cinema. Now, I would like to know his thought, his experience about the humor in cinema. Mr. Anand Rai, please.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, thank you so much for calling me here, and it's a privilege. ये मौके मुझे बहुत कम मिलते हैं, especially with Subhash ji there and Baman sir there, and with you all. It's a learning experience. Trust me, ये जो 15-20 मिनट में यहाँ बैठा था, I enjoyed every minute of it with music or this cinema thing. It's normally हम लोग अब इतना काम में busy हो जाते हैं कि हमारा जो इंसान है वो जीना छोड़ देता है थोड़े टाइम के लिए. So I was really very happy sitting there with you all. So सर ने जो अभी एक बात बोली, मैं बीच में से शुरू करता हूँ ये वाली बात, जो इन्होंने बोला कि sorrow enjoy करना, you know. स्ट्रगल नहीं बताता, वो सबकी होती है. पर मुझे ये पता चल गया था कि तनु इट्स मनु बनाने के बाद एवरीबडी वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग मी टू गो फॉर अनदर सो कॉल्ड, जिनको हम स्ट्रक्चर कर लेते हैं, इट्स अ रोम कॉम जोन, यू नो. सो पीपल वर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि अब ये यहाँ तक पहुँचा है तो अब ये अगली फिल्म भी उसी रोम कॉम जोन में देगा. तो मैंने थोड़ी सी अपने आप के साथ चालाकी की और आई सेड कि ये मौका मुझे मिल रहा है, आई मस्ट गो फॉर समथिंग एल्स. एंड मैं अपनी ग्रोथ ढूंढता हूँ कहीं पे. एंड बीइंग ब्रॉट अप इन अ वेरी मिडिल क्लास फैमिली, घर का छोटा बेटा रहा तो ज़्यादा तकलीफ़ें नहीं देखी. सो मुझे लॉस का अंदाज़ा नहीं था कि व्हाट इज़ बेसिकली कि वैक्यूम क्या होता है, मतलब एक इमोशन का वैक्यूम कब आता है. सो आई सेड आई मस्ट सी माई सेल्फ डीलिंग विद ट्रेजेडी in a way, and then let me see जो छोटा सा डायरेक्टर पैदा हुआ है अंदर, जो कूद रहा है, वो क्या कर सकता है. and said I'll try my hand, I'll work out a story where I can deal with death and see a person like me जिसका इतना close उस चीज़ के साथ interaction नहीं रहा है. The only loss I can remember is 2009 when I lost my dad. So पर मैं ये देखना चाह रहा था खुद के साथ. And जो सर ने अभी बोला कि उसको enjoy करना, उसको celebrate करना, you know. So then I decided to go for Ranjana. And वही मैं देखना चाह रहा था कि मैं कितना हंसते हुए उस कहानी को वहाँ तक लेके जा सकता हूँ जहाँ मेरी ऑडियंस इसको enjoy कर सके. Celebrate that tragedy, to celebrate that death. तो सर को बहुत पहले ये चीज़ उनको गुरु दक्षिणा में मिल गई. हम इनका काम देख देख के सीखे और गलतियाँ कर कर के सीखे. So that's something which again I got it today from him is it's a celebration of everything when you come to cinema, whether it is happiness, sorrow, pain. तो ये चीज़ जो हम लोगों को इंस्पायर करती रहती है और मूव करती रहती है लाइफ में. मेरा डायरेक्टर कोई बहुत एम्बिशियस नहीं है और
एक्चुअली जब मैंने ये सीन देखा आपका रांझना का, I was so much moved and I think this is one of the best scene in the history of Indian cinema, I would say. I told my sister that time when I was watching कि जो हीरो है वो मरते मरते भी बहुत ही मजाकिया तरीके से बात कर रहा है और बोलता जा रहा है, बोलता जा रहा है, बोलता जा रहा है. It was a very unique scenes and that created a different level to the whole storytelling over there. And because he was celebrating, as you said, that fantastic.
हाँ, मेरे पास कोई चारा नहीं रहा था हिसाब. मेरे को वहाँ तक पहुँचा दिया था उसने कि मैं सिर्फ हंसते उससे कुछ बुलवा दूँ और उसको भेज दूँ.
Superb. That was the best part of the movie, I must say.
Thank you.
So in between, I would like to say that our students also, you know, they would like to show one clipping where one of our students has performed one of your brilliant scene. So please just the clipping one from his film where Monica Murthy and she recites, narrates your scene.
Brilliant.
You know, can we see her?
Very well performed. मैं नाम नहीं जानता but it's been performed very well.
Monica Murthy.
And trust me, मैं जो अभी हम जो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं ह्यूमर और कॉमेडी, मैं बहुत नर्वस होता हूँ इन तरह के सीन में. मुझे नहीं समझ में आता कि कौन सा रास्ता पकड़ूंगा और कहाँ पहुँचूंगा. सो दिस वाज वन ऑफ द टफेस्ट सीन्स विच मैंने पूरी फिल्म ख़त्म करने के बाद सर आई फिनिश्ड एंटायर फिल्म, आई एडिटेड एंटायर फिल्म and then I went for this scene and I shot this scene for a reason that मुझे ये समझना था कि मेरा एक्टर you know कि कितनी बारीकी से इस ह्यूमर को जो कि इंटरनल है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें, इनका तो पेन ही है ना, तो मैं अपनी ऑडियंस को कैसे हंसाऊंगा इनकी तकलीफ में. सो मैंने पूरी फिल्म ख़त्म करने का इंतज़ार किया, वहाँ तक पहुँचा, दी एंड तक पहुँचा और फिर रिवर्स गियर डाला और पहले सीन पे आया. सो वेरी वेल पिक्ड सीन, वेरी वेल परफॉर्म. थैंक यू सो मच.
You see, our students would like to know, sir, when you write a story, these characters have been conceived by you, and when you conceive these characters, do you write all those lines, dialogues, or you take it further? First you conceive a character, design it, and then you enter into screenplay, and then while writing dialogues, you know, you work three times. First is conceiving, then the screenplay part of it, then the dialogues part of it. So what is the best part where you take out the performance and dialogues? Has it been written initially only, in the first draft only, or the final?
सर इनके लिए बड़ा मिसगाइडिंग हो जाएगा, मैं रियल प्रोसेस नहीं बता रहा. फैक्ट ये है कि मैं आई एन्जॉय every minute of my time I spend with the script. Trust me, I never think about the conclusion. The only thing I'm, as a very selfish person, not even as a director, I look forward to is मुझे मज़ा आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा. क्या मैं वहाँ बैठ के ये देखूँगा तो मुझे वो 2 घंटे का वर्थ मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा. अगर वो नहीं हो रहा तो ये मेरी फिल्म नहीं है. अगर वो हो रहा है मेरे साथ तो ये मेरी फिल्म है. सो वेदर इट्स अ कैरेक्टर और द प्लॉट और द इमोशन, If I am not enjoying, then it's not my film. So very first rule is that you should enjoy every character, every moment. अगर वो आपके साथ हो जाए, फिर आप छलांग मार दीजिए, then you make it. So मैं अब ये इतनी सारी बातें मैं इनके सामने कर रहा हूँ, मुझे थोड़ा सा ऑड लग रहा है because
क्योंकि मैंने सोचा कि भामन साहब से बात करेंगे तो भामन साहब के सीरियस ना हो जाएं. Fabulous. Have you marked? You see, he's one of the finest actor. Why he's one of the finest actors? Because if you see the scene, he has not acted in the film, a scene. He has always reacted in the film. Still, he has been always reacting to Munna Bhai, and you can see whether he's speaking or not speaking, but the way he reacts, the whole scene has a different level altogether. Great, great, Womanji. Salute to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Now you can give us some tips that how to create humor out of tragedy you go through.
Firstly, it's a great, great honor to be here once again. I really want to thank you, Subhashji. Thank you so much, and to the students for the warm welcome. I can't tell you how wonderful it feels. I mean, this is better than anything a critic has ever written for me. Just want to say that, Subhashji, you're looking very young. And he made it very clear. And he very cleverly made it very clear by announcing me as a grandfather, so that, you know, he remains the youngest on the stage. But just to say, I completely agree with what you're saying. You see, I think most of the characters we see today that you laugh with or at, there are two times that you either laugh at a character or laugh with the character. And it's better to laugh with the character than at a character. But you're always laughing at his misfortune. On his tragedy, that he lost his job, or he's lost his girlfriend, or he's, hurt him, or he's broken his leg, or he's fully in plaster, or he slips and falls. Invariably, we are laughing at people's misfortune. Now, that is the nature of the beast, of entertainment, of life. But to look at it in a different way, I can't say I'm lucky, but it's the worst thing to say I'm lucky. But in my home, my father died before I was born. So my father died in 59 May. I was born in 59 December. So the atmosphere in my house was a very sober atmosphere. It was not a happy growing up first 2 years. But the strange thing happened that whenever there is a... Please don't feel sad. Everything is okay now. Everybody, "Arey bichara Bhaman, yaar, poor fella. Arey kaisa hoga wo zamane? My God, chota chota." No worry. I'm happy, man. Don't worry. I'm good. I'm a grandfather now. Don't worry. But there are always people, and invariably they are good people, because these good people want to help. You can help financially for a family. You can come and, give support, hold somebody's hand. When they are crying, you'll come and say, "Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry." But I saw the people that we looked most forward to in our home at that point of time were people who came and made us laugh. And those people would take it upon themselves to make sure that they diffuse any tension in any situation. You'll always see that the guy who wants to make you laugh when everything is okay, he just wants to be noticed. But the guy who comes and can actually make you laugh when there is tension, he's trying very hard to ease your pain. And I think that is the greatest gift of comedy. And I feel it is up to us to... So for starters, you've got to try to be a good human being if you want to be truly, truly a funny person. And you don't have to be funny, you just have to make people happy. There's I think, a great distinction between saying that you've got to make people laugh and make people happy. And I think making people happy can also make people laugh. I'll tell you a situation. My cousin, again, little tragedy, but we're talking about tragedy. You started with death and the circle of life, sir. So I'll continue. But my cousin lost her husband very young. And she had lost her mother before that. And she had lost, well, let's not get into the deep tragedy of it all. But this was one girl who had seen the worst of life. All right? Now, We are at that boy's funeral. And people are standing in line, and people want to show you how much they care for you, and they come and they hug you, and they go on and on and on. And this girl is tired. So finally, I just went and held her hand, and she said, Baman, hug me fast. So I hugged her. She says, what happened? She said, I want to tell you in your ear, I want to whisper something. I said, what? She's saying, that auntie over there, that auntie, okay, she's come and met me about 18 times. She's hugged me. And she's smelling very badly. Now, the point I'm trying to make over here is there is no more tragic situation than this. And she is smiling and telling me, keep her away from me, please. That's the best thing you can do. Now, that's comedy for you in the most tragic situation. And it's a real piece of comedy in the sense that that girl was willing to laugh and say, Baman, bachao mujhe. Because I think it's the sweetest example in many ways to say, I know there's tragedy, but there is also humor that diffuses a lot of things. And I think we can use that, and we use that even in cinema. In the greatest of tragedies, there's, I don't know if you've read of Bertolt Brecht, who would, before the climax, there would be a big scene that would be a serious scene, and then finally a climax, which would be really the tragedy of the film. But in between, a disconnected scene of comedy. And I think we've used that structure in Hindi cinema for many, many years. I mean, Mahmood Saab used to come and, you know, in very, very serious films, come and he used to just make people laugh because too much of a good thing or too much of a bad thing is good for nothing. That's my little tipney for the moment.
Somji, please. Any questions you would like to?
Anandji, as a director, what do you tell your actors in a funny scene? Do you tell them to be, because as you said, Tanu's actually stressed out right here. She's very stressed out. She has pain inside, and that makes us laugh. What do you tell actors when you're doing an incredibly funny scene where, you know, in the middle they'll stop and start laughing? Do they play it straight?
No, I actually I take them with me as a partner. You know, there's nothing which I know more than them. I take it that way. The only thing is that I feel, yes, I've spent little more time with the story than them. Otherwise, एक बार वो script पढ़ लेते हैं, मुझे लगता है we are on the same page. We understand. जितना मुझे वो character समझ में आ रहा है, उनको भी उतना ही आ रहा है. I really rely on my actors. I enjoy unka interpretation. I really enjoy watching it. And then spend little time with where I have to take this character from this point to. Any of the scenes, you say, like ye wala scene, as I said, I was little stressed catching on to where to begin with. And then I sat with Kangna and decided that let's not do it in the beginning. And she said, yeah, fine. I really understand from where you're coming. Let's see where we reach, you know. So it's a very give and take thing in terms of it's not a master and a actor. ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. It's मुझे नहीं लगता कि एक डायरेक्टर एक कहानी लेके, like I always feel thankful to my actors, like what we were watching Baman sir doing was, मतलब आप Baman sir छीन लीजिए और ये scene देख लीजिए तो what will happen to you can really understand. So एक willing actor is the only need I have कि क्या आप मेरी कहानी के साथ हैं बस. इस पे अगर somebody says yes, then I'm your slave. So it's that kind of relationship between me and my actors.
And you see, it's more of a give and take between actors. When the comedy particular situation comes, you see, it's more of a give and take and interacting with the actors during that scene. If we are talking about celebrate cinema, so we'll talk about other films, like I'm a director, so I went through one of the scenes, I remember Ram Lakhan, where this Anupam Kher, अंडे वाला जो scene है, अंडा करती थी. So I remember that scene was actually very ordinary scene when I wrote it कि भाई लड़का जो है वो लड़की के पास खिड़की में खड़ी है तो उसको छुप कर जाना है, मिलना है उसको जाके लखन को हैज़ टू गो अप. तो नीचे उसी लेकिन उसके बाप की दुकान नीचे ही है, मकान ऊपर है, मकान नीचे है. अब नो हाउ ही कैन गो टू दैट तो उसको कुछ ना कुछ मैंने लिखा था तिगड़म करता है लखन की तरह और चला जाएगा उसी. तो मैं तिगड़म लिखा था कि कुछ ना कुछ ट्रिक करता है. बट आई रिमेंबर कि आई रोट वन सीन वन डे बिफोर, just a rough sketch. But actually that scene was, when it was being shot, it was Anupam Kher, Satish Kaushik and Anil Kapoor and myself. When we started reading the scene,
Right.
we started creating those scenes कि मैं बोला यार ये ऐसा करते हैं अंडा रख देते हैं इसके नीचे और फिर वो बोलता है सेठ जी और ये बोलेगा अंडा अंडा सेठ जी. So it was a very interactive session between actors and directors that time. And to me, it was really, I tell you, it was one of the most paying scene that time in the film. And वो बन जाता है कभी आप क्योंकि अपने कैरेक्टर्स ऐसे लिखे हुए हैं कि इनके कैरेक्टराइजेशन में ऐसा है कि थोड़ा सा डर है, थोड़ी सी ट्रेजेडी है, थोड़ा सा मिसफॉर्चून है. अब ये कैसे इंटरेक्ट करेंगे आपस में. सो देयर एक्टर्स कंट्रीब्यूशंस रियली मैटर अ लॉट दैट टाइम.
इसी पे एक सवाल है सर फॉर ऑल थ्री ऑफ यू. पहले ज़माने में जो कॉमेडी हुआ करती थी सर, जैसे किश्तू साहब की थी, असित सेन, they would put on accents, they would change their body, moving stereotypes, they would play different parts from the. Today's humor is much more sophisticated.
Because the actor education of audience is definitely growing. Audience is much educated, the sense of humor is also growing.
Absolutely.
पहले जो masses थे, गरीब लोग थे, बहुत ही अनपढ़ थे, तो उनके लिए फेस बनाना भी एक बहुत बड़ी बात थी उनके लिए. और अभी तो ये है कि subtle expressions जो हैं, और eyes के through people understand you what you're thinking. तो उसी भी हंसते जैसे मोमन साहब ने जो लास्ट में
मैं वही बात करने वाला था सर आपसे कि what we saw here and all three of, let's say, the two Munna Bhais and Three Idiots and wherever you worked with Rajkumar Hirani, but you've brought a certain physicality to it. Who does that? Do you sit with Raju and say कि maybe I should have a lisp or maybe I should be bald? But there is definitely, it's not Boman Irani on there. It is a character we see. Who decides on that physicality?
I think it's the actor's job to bring options to the director. I think the best director is a director that gets options, and he is a man who should be given choices. Like if he's given a set, you show swatches. You show swatch for this color combination for this. Similarly, an actor should not come and say, "Mujhe kya karna hai." An actor should give 4 or 5 choices and justify those choices. You can't say that this will be funny or this will be interesting, kuch alag lagega. Then you mentioned Three Idiots, and I did not want to do Three Idiots initially. Because I said, if you look at it very carefully, all the character in Three Idiots and the character in Munna Bhai MBBS are the same in many ways. Both are principals, both have daughters who are in love with an idiot hero who I'm totally against, who wants to ruin me. And they're having this affair behind my back. I said, there's no difference between the two characters. How do we make it? Let's not only make them walk differently, talk differently, but I think this character of Three Idiots was a much darker character. I don't think that I would happily say, except for maybe one moment here or there, where he played for the comedy. I think it was very, very important that when we rehearsed and we brought in that lisp, and the first scene that I rehearsed after bringing in the lisp, because it's an issue, the lisp was something I used to do as a child. And I used to be very, very conscious of that lisp because people used to laugh and make fun of me. I never spoke till I was in the 7th standard. I never opened my mouth. And to me, I was very afraid that people think something's wrong with this kid, He's different from other children. So I compensated it. It's a sort of revenge, Whatever your weakness is, you should turn it into your strength. And I think that's something that I've learned out of life. And that lisp, Javed Saab asked me one day after the award, saying, "Woman, did you imitate me by any chance?" I said, no, Javed Saab, not you. It is me only. So when to Raju, I said, see, Raju said, Raju is great. He's a great choice maker. It's fantastic. I like this. And he knows what will work. I mean, that's the job of the director, not to teach the actor how to act. And when I did this, I said, let's do the first thing. Let's get it out of our head. let's do the most tragic scene first, as we talk about. Let's do the most serious scene first, because if you do it with the lisp, I don't want people to laugh. I don't want people to laugh when he lisps. I just want people, this is him. And the last scene where he gives the pen was the first scene I rehearsed. Because I said, if that looks stupid while talking, while giving the pen, we ruin the scene. Let's... Yeah, you'll ruin the scene if people are laughing at the list while he's giving away the most important part of the film. That's the whole victory for the hero. You're giving a pen and people, funny lag raha hai uska. I said, no. That list was not meant to be funny. Nothing about him was funny. When he says, my son jumped out of the window, but I came next day to the hospital and to the college and gave lecture. That's not funny. He is a dark and stupid man. And so the attempt is to play it as straight. Can I talk for another minute? Yeah. You know, the first thing my first experience in acting actually comes from theater. In cinema, when we shoot, we will never know what the outcome will be while shooting it. But we do, because sometimes, the guys are holding the cutter or the reflector. If they smile, you kind of know that it's kind of working, right? But in theater, you will not know, but you get to know on opening night, and you can improve it show after show. I did a play. My first full-length play was a play called I Am Not Baji Rao. It's about two old men sitting like this, having a conversation for 2.5 hours. Two old men, 75-year-old men, sitting on a bench talking for 2.5 hours. An experimental play, right? Now, how is this supposed to be funny? They're talking about glaucoma, they're talking about their knees, they're talking about arthritis. We did not play for the comedy at all because it's a very serious play. It's about old age. But the audience was laughing throughout. But as I said in the beginning, they were not laughing at us. They were laughing with us. They were with a little amount of sympathy. And we realized that sometimes we try and underline a joke. Arey, ye bahut bada gag hai. Forget about the gag. Stay with the moment. Don't worry about the joke. If the joke doesn't work, it's fine. The scene and the character and the narrative has to work. If some jokes don't work, fine. Sometimes they laugh, sometimes they won't. It's okay. And that's, I think, the biggest lesson I have learned through theatre. Thanks.
Actually, he robbed me of my question by answering, because that's precisely what I was wanting to ask. In theatre...
What a tragedy this is. Let's laugh at it.
No. In theatre, most of the time what happens is you anticipate a laughter, but it doesn't come. And at times there is an unexpected laugh.
Always.
Which is as they say, theatre. But has it ever happened in films with both of you? I wanted to know.
Like what?
Unexpected laughs coming in
Yeah, a
scenes.
lot of time. At times.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, and you feel that...
What I mean to say, when he's directing theatre, he's a theatre director, so there's a very calculator.
Right.
So तो जब calculation होती है तो उनको pause दे देते हैं. अगर लंबी ताली बज रही है तो वहाँ से तो they will give a pause to dialogue.
As you were saying, understating the gag, overstating. I'm saying, while shooting, you feel it's a brilliant scene.
Yeah.
It's a very, everyone is falling off in trial theatres.
Yeah.
I've seen that. In shooting, in dubbing, everyone is raving about it. But in theatre, people just don't react.
No, more than that, you feel guilty when you feel that यहाँ पे ये मेरा serious moment है और वहाँ पे laughter आता है. And then you feel, अरे, what happened? You get a laughter where you were not expecting.
But that's nervous laughter. If they're laughing, that's at the scene means something's going wrong. But,
Yeah. As a director, you feel
that's
like...
a nervous laughter, and that should be accepted.
No, at times you feel that this was not the moment.
I know.
And you feel कि चल अभी चल गया चलने दे.
That's...
I have a question for both Subhaji and Anand ji. Sir, it's a hilarious scene. And typically scenes, hilarious scenes are not played in singles. It's two people, perfect body, perfect timing, जैसे इन दोनों का हो रहा था वहाँ. ठीक है, आपने shoot कर लिया and the cutter boy is falling off, everybody is laughing. आपने 300 बार देखा सर edit table पे. Do you ever feel कि what did I write? Is it going to make? Do you ever feel that? Because it's happened to me. Something I wrote, I loved it, everybody loved it. Suddenly I'm going, did I really write this? Why will anyone laugh at it? Do you get that?
No, the only thing I'll go back to what Bhavan sir said. It's about, for me also, it's about the character. It's not about that punch or... If my actors are in their characters, जैसे अभी हम लोगों ने ये भी बात की कि like what he said, so right, कि it's an actor's job to get the options and director से कि यार मुझे ये चाहिए आपसे, you know, एक सीन में मुझे ये पता होता है कि मेरे एक्टर को ये स्पेस पता है, उसको अपना कैरेक्टर पता है, उसको अपनी रेंज पता है, देन आई लेट हिम गो एंड फ्लोट, राइट. आई एम नॉट लुकिंग एट, in my films also, I am not looking at the punchline or gags. I'm just looking at characters ki, is he holding me? That is the only thing, you know. हाँ, उसमें अगर चूक जाऊँ, if I feel कि यार on when I was shooting, I felt it is going to work, but it's not working. वो rare है. You can miss on punch, but you can miss on character. That's what I go for. Not the punch, but the character.
मैं खाली, I was talking about the difference between theatre, which is immediate, and cinema, which is delayed.
Yeah.
But in cinema, you and the director has to sit and watch it 300 times while editing. And do things change? That was my question.
Apart from your film, sir, which is your most favorite scene in humor or a comedy of other films you have watched, which really inspired you
Other
in
actors.
Hindi cinema?
एक तो देख लिया, आपने ही दिखा दिया. That entire character, if I will not say the scene, but the character.
जो really it became memorable for you.
Otherwise, I won't say the scene, but I'll say the maker in itself. Like when you watch Rishida doing those scenes, when you see Chupke Chupke, it's not gags, it's not, but you have that smile with you, you have those characters with you from the frame one till last, you know. Like for me, it's not the humor, but I'm talking about, again, as I said, the maker, the legend. The last scene of Anand, which we all love, like how it stuns you, you know. Again a tragedy, again a death, but it leaves you on a certain high. I don't know how he did it, but it stays with you for ages till you're alive. So.
So, Boman Saab, tell us, who are those actors in Indian cinema who really you were affected or you were inspired and you loved their scenes in your formative age?
I used to watch movies ever since I was in my mother's womb. And I really, when I went to the cinema first time, I said, I've seen this one. It's a feeling, I don't know how to explain it. I don't remember the first movie I saw because it looked like I've been watching it even from my past life, you know. And but there was one gentleman that actually hit me and stood completely apart from everybody else. And that was Mr. Balraj Sahni. And I first saw him actually in a film called Waqt. And then I went back and on Doordarshan, thanks to Doordarshan, on Sunday we should see wonderful movies in black and white on Doordarshan. I saw Do Bigha Zameen. And I said, you know, this is something most unusual. And then I got to know, he passed away while I was watching a tragedy actually, Shakti Sawant's Anurag. And his slide came on in the middle of the film. Ek to bacha mar raha hai screen pe. And then they showed the slide, oh, Balraj Sahni has passed away. And everybody cried even more in the film, in the theater. I don't know if you've heard of this film called Anurag. Yeah. But the man, I read his biography, and he's something that's most amazing and humbling in that. I think it'd be great for the students to understand that he came in and said, and he realized and he knew that he was a terrible actor. Somebody who we consider the greatest actor in Indian cinema came in as a really bad actor because his conception of acting was completely off the grid. He had no clue what was happening. So much so that I think it was Rishida himself who took him to meet Bimal Roy to audition for the role of the rickshawala. And he was a farmer who became a rickshawala. And he went in a white suit. He went in a white suit. He is a London returned lawyer, whatnot. He said, "मैं powder laga ke gaya." He went, put powder to go and play a rickshawala. See, he has no idea what he's doing. And we are saying this very humbly. He walks in and Bimal Das said, "Thank you very much, bye-bye." And he sent him home. So he said, the Rishida said, "Why did you come dressed like this?" So he says, I thought I have to impress the man. He's saying, no, you don't have to impress the man with the way you look. You're going to play rickshawala. So he went, and then he wore simpler clothes and came back, and he made him read. And he says, and he writes, I'm not ashamed to say it because the man was so brave that he's put it. He said he wet his pants when saying his first line. Now look at the growth of a weakness to a strength. A man who was so scared to say one line becomes the greatest actor in Indian cinema. And he failed that audition too. He failed that audition too. He says, please go. So what he did was he went to Kolkata. And he bought a loincloth, he wore a dhoti, he lost weight, and he picked up a rickshaw. And he ran round and round Kolkata with a rickshaw. And he used to place his wife and his kids in the rickshaw and run them around. Chale pad gaye the, phat gaye. He says, and then he read every book possible on acting. And then preparation is everything at the end of the day. That's the inspiring story. Preparation. Repetition and preparation. People say when you repeat, you lose spontaneity. I don't agree. You repeat it 100 times, it becomes back of the mind, and then you forget about it. But first, keep on understanding that you know it, that you don't have to stumble for anything. It shouldn't be bothering you. And he went back to Bimal Roy, and he says, this is not, his face had changed. His body had changed. He had read Stanislavski. He read every book on acting. And he became the greatest actor that India ever saw. Balraj Sahni. Kids, if you've not heard of him, go and watch every movie that he's ever made. It'll be a great, great lesson.
Superb actors.
So after that inspiring story, Baman, I have a very, I had been meaning to ask you for a long time because of our past. You know, there's this tradition of stand-up comedy in the US.
Yes.
And it is as old as vaudeville.
Yes.
So there'd be a juggler, there'd be a guy who came and told jokes and went home. And these guys slowly made it into television and then cinema. So Johnny Carson went to... Right. But, you know, we lost Mel Gibson recently, one of the greatest comedians. You know, right? Mel Brooks. Mel Gibson. I'm sorry, I'm in awe of Baman being here. Yes, and there is this tradition of just coming on stage and telling jokes, making people laugh, and you transition from there to cinema. Why doesn't that happen in India? Why don't we have stand-up comedians? I mean, we have Kapil Sharma, but he has a show. It's very late.
Look, there is a great culture coming up with stand-up comedy in India, and lots of youngsters, and you look at them, we watch them, and they're very, very good at stand-up comedy. But at the end of the day, stand-up comedy is not a direct segue into becoming an actor. It's not. Acting is a completely different discipline. Stand-up comedy means you can keep an audience live with reaction, take options from the audience, hit it back, repartee, and it's a difficult thing to do, right? But I think acting is a completely different medium. Why it happens in America is all actors in America are trained. All of them go to some institute, all of them, right? It takes years to become an actor, the education, I mean, as long as it takes to become a doctor sometimes. But most of the actors that don't get jobs do stand-up comedy as a route, and it's a segue. So they are already trained actors. Robin Williams, superb at stand-up comedy, but you say, hey, but he's a great actor, because he's a trained actor. All of them are trained actors, they do stand-up comedy, and from stand-up comedy they might go back over there. Or if their career fails, then they go into do this way. But they're trained actors. So here, when you stand up comedy, it's a great discipline, but I don't think they are necessarily trained actors. That's the difference.
Oh, Baman, I'm glad you said this, and you also brought out perspiration, hard work, repeat, and get training for whatever you want to do. Thank you for saying that. That's what we are here for.
Now, to sum up, we'd like to have one beautiful song from Mr. Boman Irani.
Yes. ऐसा मैं भी बोलने वाला था.
Actor faces challenges.
Yeah, I know. Okay, can I get some help from you guys?
Musicians, please, ready? Guitar?
Just get me a guitar, come on.
Yes, here we
Why
go.
not? Can I borrow your guitar,
मैं
please?
बोलने वाला था आपको कि बोल दो आप.
Thank you very much, guys, and thank you so much for enlightening Us too. And ladies and gentlemen, my daughter-in-law is here. My God.
Hey, please.
Yeah.
Give a big hand, please.
My daughter Rhea,
Tejas.
she's made us so happy by giving us my first grandson.
Yes,
I want
come.
a second one very fast.
Aja.
Get to work, get to work, come on.
अरे एक दो ना.
The Parsi community is dying down, Subhaji. The Parsi community, you got to stop? No, no? You got to stop. Parsi community is dying down. Only 69,000 Parsis left in the world. Only 69,000, I'm not joking. Do you know who a Parsi is? Everybody here knows who a Parsi is? Okay? So, it's a problem. We got these dying numbers. Parsis are dwindling. We are called a tribe now. We are a tribe, and I think we are
He
more
himself
like
will play guitar. He himself will
collector's item. Give me a plectrum, na? Somebody have to hold the mic for the guitar also.
Mike, ये same दे दो ना. ये mic पे दो.
Mic is very nice.
Yeah.
Nice and loud mic. I use that. Yeah, better. Yay! So the Parsi community is dying, and all the old men of the community come and say, "Baman, kuch karo yaar." अरे मैं क्या करूँ यार? See, that's comedy in the middle of tragedy. We are a dying community, but he's saying, "Kuch karo." मैं क्या करूँ? What do I go on the honeymoon with them? No, man. What? Going on and on, save the tiger, save the tiger. I said, damn the tiger, save the Parsi, bloody hell. Come on, chalo. अच्छा ये गिटार के लिए हाँ वंश you got another stand? You got another stand? तो लाना stand भी लेके आना संभाल हाँ Okay, this song, Subhaji, it's a song, it's a little long. It's a 28-minute song. See? The reason is very clear. Guitar मेरे हाथ
Fasten your belt, please.
Fast way से See, the guitar मेरे हाथ में मैं बजाते जाऊंगा. There's no track to it. संभालना की. There's no track to it. So I'll keep on playing till y'all don't join me full-throated. When you join me full-throated and y'all sing.
We will join.
Yeah. So when you all sing together, then I'll stop. ये mic लगाना है. सुभाष जी का mic always the best, brightest mic. The youngest and the brightest.
Come, all singers, please come, Singer Society. चलो इधर we'll join them ना.
Can you hear the guitar there? इसके soft है mic जरा इसको volume देना यार.
उनके पीछे.
है volume आ रहा है? आ रहा है? You can hear the guitar? Mic का number बोलो. पारसी mic दिखता है मेरे को. चलो. Come on. You can hear the guitar?
So the Singer Society is behind you.
Singers. Hi, darling. How are you? Okay. Someone will give a beat. Who's that guy with the... Come on, man. Let's get to work.
तगड़ा तक किधर है भाई?
We don't have all day. Subhaji's got a lot of things to do, man.
Mr. Tadakdar, come.
Tadak. Come on. Thank you, guys. Hey, give them a big hand, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir, for those words. Thank you so much. Give it up again for Mr. Boman Irani and Mr. Anand Rai. Now I'd like to call upon...
I have a very important announcement to make. Good evening, everyone. As you all are all aware, one of the proudest associations we as an institution have is with various charities. I believe people who spend their lives helping others, just like these NGOs that we associate with, are the real superheroes. They dedicate their lives in making others' lives better. In the past, we have tied up with NGOs like Asima and Salam Balak Trust to identify children who we believe are talented enough to become filmmakers and join this film industry. I am happy to report that till date, I also want to invite on stage Zareen Gupta, who is the chairperson of Salam Balak Trust, and Mr. Ravi Gupta, who has been instrumental in making these things happen. I also want to thank our faculty, who's really put all their efforts out to making this happen and actually getting the...
I think you can sit down. Good evening to all.
गाड़ी ला रहे हो भाई?
आज पहला दिन है सेलिब्रेट सिनेमा फेस्टिवल जो हर साल होती है यहाँ पे विस्लिंग वुड्स पे, और आज हमने मतलब थोड़ी ओपनिंग सेरेमनी जैसी की, रिबन कटिंग किया, लाइटिंग ऑफ द लैम्प किया, लेकिन एक डिस्कशन भी बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट डिस्कशन था अबाउट कॉमेडी इन सिनेमा। तो उस पैनल पे थे हमारे आनंद राय साहब भी थे उस पैनल में, एंड इट वाज अ ग्रेट अंडरस्टैंडिंग बिकॉज फॉर मी, मेरे लिए ये सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि हम बहुत डिस्कस करते रहेंगे, बहस करते रहेंगे, बट व्हाट इज़ द स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट आर दे एक्सेप्टिंग, व्हाट आर दे पिकिंग अप, एंड समटाइम्स कभी ऐसा होता है कि स्टूडेंट पूरे डिस्कशन में एक लाइन पकड़ के वो ज़िंदगी भर उनको they get affected by it, which is very good and very important. And Mr. Rai, being such a professional filmmaker, and Subhash ji, wow, how can we forget? Subhash ji अपने experiences के बारे में, comedy के बारे में, राम लखन की बहुत जिक्र की उन्होंने, and the way he directed his actors and the way he interpreted a scene with the actors on, तो बहुत कुछ मुझे भी सीखना मिला, and that is very important for me. मेरे लिए वो सबसे खुशी की बात है। मैं हर जगह जाता हूँ, थोड़ी बात करता हूँ, अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन मैं जो सीखता हूँ वो मैं थोड़ा सेल्फिश हूँ उस बारे में। मुझे अच्छा लगता है कुछ घर लेके जाऊँ for my next 20 years. बच्चे नहीं है मतलब, बट नहीं, वो क्या होता है कि जब हम कॉलेज में होते हैं और यंग होते हैं, जैसे कि मैं हूँ, लेकिन कॉलेज में होते हैं, वो थिंकिंग जो होती है ना, बहुत रॉ और बहुत प्योर होती है वो थिंकिंग। और वो थिंकिंग इसलिए रॉ और प्योर होती है क्योंकि हमारे पास एक तो यूथ है, दूसरा कोई कंस्ट्रेंट्स नहीं है कि हमें ये फिल्म के लिए इतने पैसे खर्चे तो ये उसका आउटपुट होना चाहिए, उसका आउटपुट इतना होना चाहिए। इट इज़ अ प्योर विदाउट एनी कंसिडरेशन ऑफ मनी। बस काम करो, अपने दिल की जो भी एक्सप्रेशन है, अपने दिमाग की, अपनी क्रिएटिविटी की जो भी एक्सप्रेशन है, आप कर लीजिए, ये मौका है। और अगर वो आप कायम रख सकेंगे ज़िंदगी भर, तो आपसे बड़ा कोई इंसान हो ही नहीं सकता, या क्रिएटिव इंसान हो नहीं सकता। बिकॉज टू मेंटेन ये जो मासूमियत होती है ना स्टूडेंट्स की, वो मेंटेन करना अगर वो कोई कर सके ना, तो कमाल हो जाएगा।
मैं ये कहना चाहूँगी कि थैंक यू वेरी मच कि इतने अच्छे लोग जो इतने जेन्युइनली हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को ऑनेस्ट एडवाइस देते हैं। इन बच्चों का करियर है इस इंडस्ट्री में, तो जब ये ऐसे स्टॉलवर्ड्स बोमन जी जैसे, आनंद जी जैसे हमारे विस्लिंग वुड्स में आते हैं, तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है और स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत सीखने मिलता है और यही हमारी वेस्टलिंग वुड्स की खासियत है।
सर अगर कॉलेज डेज की अगर बात करिए सर, अगर आपकी अगर कोई सर ऐसी मेमोरीज रही हो कॉलेज की, अगर आपको शेयर करना चाहें?
मतलब क्लास के अंदर ही या क्लास के बाहर की?
सर क्लास के अंदर ही बाहर की।
मुझे कॉलेज में इतना याद है कि मैं कुछ अलग ही करना चाहता था। मतलब चाहे एक्टिंग हो या सिंगिंग हो या थिएटर हो या कुछ भी, आई वांटेड टू डू इट डिफरेंटली, क्योंकि उस वक्त हमें किसी को कुछ प्रूव करना नहीं है। मतलब सिर्फ हम अपने लिए, स्टूडेंट्स के लिए हम लोग कर रहे हैं, जो भी काम कर रहे हैं। तो आई ट्राइड टू बी वेरी डिफरेंट इन कॉलेज, और वही मेरी एक स्ट्रेंथ थी। कॉलेज में जो भी करता अलग से करता, दुनिया इस तरफ जाए तो मैं उस तरफ कुछ करता था। इंटरप्रिटेशन अगर ट्रेजेडी को तो मैं कॉमेडी की करता था, और कॉमेडी को तो उसको सैड बनाने की कोशिश करता था। डू एवरीथिंग सबवर्ट, मैं बहुत सबवर्सिव नेचर का था। सर वो हम कॉलेज में यहाँ पे कभी नहीं, नॉट टुडे। मैं इसके लिए आया हूँ, कभी और कभी बात करेंगे लेकिन आज नहीं। थैंक यू।
सर क्या कहना चाहेंगे सर, कितना अलग एक्सपीरियंस होता है और कितना मतलब क्या सीखने को मिलता है सर ऐसे इवेंट्स में?
यार दिखता ऐसे है कि हम लोग यहाँ कुछ सिखाने आ रहे हैं, पर फैक्ट ये है कि जब आप इतने सारे स्टूडेंट्स से मिलते हैं, आपको खुद ये एहसास होता है कि आपको कितना सीखना है। और ये बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है, और आई एम ऑलवेज वेरी प्राउड टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस इनिशिएटिव। एंड ये आप ही के लिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है कि आने वाली जनरेशन आपको मिलती है, आप उनसे कम्युनिकेट करते हैं। सो ये बहुत बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ है, और यार ये होती रहनी चाहिए, ये मौके हमें भी मिलते रहने चाहिए।
एंड सर क्या कुछ नया देखने को, क्या कुछ नया सीखने को मिलता है? जैसे कि आज हमने देखा कि आप अपनी मेमोरीज आपने शेयर करी, इसके बारे में थोड़ा
कई बार ये होता है कि आप कुछ चीज़ शेयर कर रहे होते हैं तो आपके लिए वो चीज़ रिवाइव हो जाती है, तो ये वो वाली चीज़ है। कई बार आप खुद बोल के खुद सीख लेते हैं। और यहाँ पे सुभाष जी हैं, बमन सर थे, तो उनको सुन के आपको 4 चीज़ें और समझ में आती हैं ज़िंदगी। तो एज अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ सिनेमा आप कभी रुकते तो हैं नहीं, तो आप हमेशा स्टूडेंट रहते हैं, हमेशा स्टूडेंट रहेंगे।
एंड और सर कुछ अपकमिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में सर कुछ अगर आप बताना चाहें?
अभी थोड़ा जल्दी है यार, अगले साल ही आऊँगा जो लेके आऊँगा। थैंक यू।